What's up, fan listeners? Podcast post-game. Adam Jeremy with the GM, Mr. Ritchie Thibeau. I guess a tough one again on Thursday night. Just something about Thursday nights that we haven't had a lot of success with. I think the record's now 3-7. Just do you have any attributed to why the Thursdays are tough for us?
I have no idea. Maybe it comes before Friday. It's about as that's pretty well all it would mean for us. That the night of the week really makes no difference. It's just we didn't come out very strong, and we didn't have a great first period, and a couple of mental laps right at the beginning of the second, and then we really turned it on. Had lots of chances after that, but if you don't show up for 60 minutes, you normally don't win.
We lost Coach Laqua there at the start of the second period. Do you have an update for us on him?
Yeah, you know what? He took a shot to the back of the head. He's got a cut, and he wasn't feeling quite well. So he and our staff thought it was best that he go take some time and make sure he takes care of himself. And we'll kind of evaluate tomorrow and see where he's at. But for now, it's priorities to make sure he takes care of himself at this point.
So obviously the Eagles a first-round matchup here, and we got a tough weekend ahead with Halifax and Cape Breton. How much of it is just taking care of our own stuff, and how much are you or maybe the coaching staff kind of looking at the standings and where we are and who's kind of chasing us so we try to stay in third spot?
Well, the coach's job is to prepare for every game and not worry about the playoffs or who we're playing at this point. Yeah, my job is to look at all that, and have been looking. You know, for us, we got three possible opponents with Rimouski, Chicoutimi, and Cape Breton. They're all tough opponents. It really doesn't matter. But we need 4 points, either from us or those three teams losing 4 points for us to secure third place. And that's our priority as an organization, to secure third place, have home ice, and then we'll play whoever lines up in six.
You say you're kind of the one following the standings. Are you secretly watching those teams' games to kind of get a better idea? I guess you don't have to necessarily watch Cape Breton. You kind of get a better idea of those guys, but specifically Rimouski and Chicoutimi, I've been watching those games recently to see what they're up to.
Yeah, you know what? Watched that game last night. Chicoutimi, has been really strong in the last 12, 14 games. Rimouski had a good night last night as far as they played well, kept things tight. They've got a couple of injuries that are really hurting them at this point, but those are two very good teams, and if we select one of those two teams to play against, we have to be prepared and play well, or else we won't beat them.
So last one for you, obviously, Mr. Nolans was here. We had a chance to speak to him earlier this afternoon. We saw the banner walking in, welcome home. Just what did it mean to have him back in this building, and as he's a big part of the history of the Wildcats?
Yes, for sure. Teddy's a big part of what's happened here and winning. In 2006, he led the group to a championship in the Q, and for us to have him back, he's always been part of our organization. He always checks in, and he's a friend of the organization, and especially Mr. Irving. And it was really special for us to have him here. We know the battle he's been through, and we just wanted to show him that we're with him, and anything we can do will help. But tonight was all about supporting that cause and bringing some awareness to it. And, he had a good talk with our players before the game and explained to them, good teams win, but they don't always win. But, if you get good habits, and winning teams normally do the things that's required, and the losing teams are not willing to do the things that are required. So if you want to be a winning team, you got to do the things that are required all the time. And it was a really good message for our team, and it doesn't mean all your stars, it means everybody on the team. And you got to be ready, because normally in the playoffs you need everybody. But you got to be willing to do the things it takes to win, or you lose.
Perfect. Well, we won't take up too much of your time, Richie. Thanks for joining us on the podcast postgame.
Thanks, guys.
Guys, they play this weekend, Halifax and Cape Breton, Saturday, Sunday. Don't miss it.